All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It is around 10 o'clock, the 28th of July, and believe it or not, we finally seem to have gotten rid of some of the smoke, at least, for this evening. I noticed around 4 or 5 o'clock, we actually had a little blue sky, and it wasn't all that hazy. And then you can see the sunset, not that all that much haze here in that sunset at all. Not too much haze at all, actually. Very nice. To see this. Not all that much haze at all, as you can see here. And in a very nice evening to spend outside at Mineola Memorial Park. It was very nice, actually. I was there for a little bit because I had to do laundry. And just a very nice, delightful evening out. Very, very comfortable conditions outside for a change. And no smoke, which really makes a big difference. With that smoke out of the way, you feel like you can breathe again. You feel like you are more like a human being again. So let's take a look at the satellite loop here, and you will see that the smoke has been pushed to the south. We'll run this satellite loop one more time. You can see it going to the south, and I will pause it right there. So you can see the smoke is just off to the south of us, but you can see cleaner air off to the north. Unfortunately, it looks like more smoke may flow into the area tomorrow, but generally a lot less smoke this evening. I was noticing that the air seemed a lot better this evening than it has been. Let's look at the MODIS satellite tracking the smoke, and you will see here still plenty more that we may have to deal with maybe tomorrow or maybe not. You can see a lot of it still over the Great Lakes area. And it seems like the bulk of it now. No, we still got these fires here. They're still going. These fires by Red Lake, yeah, they're still going. And then you have the fires out in British Columbia right now. It seems to be the main area of fires. You have British Columbia and then California as well. Though not California and Oregon seem to have died down. I think they're getting those fires under control, fortunately. I know they've had a little rain and a little moisture come, so that might have helped them a little bit. But you could see British Columbia is still pretty much engulfed. And look at all these fires here. This is pretty nuts. And then you got to have these over here. So they're still spreading the smoke over parts of our area. And we'll have to see where this smoke winds up. And again, look at that. That is just incredible there. And again, I believe these are fires. Those might be in Manitoba. Let me see. Let me put the place labels in here. Let's see. Yeah, these are actually in Manitoba. Some of these are in Western Ontario, but some of these are in Manitoba by Lake Winnipeg. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, these are pretty big over here. These are pretty bad fires. They're still going. It seems like the ones in Canada right now. I don't know what it is with Canada, but their firefighting is like, I think they have a let it burn philosophy because they don't seem to try very hard to put these fires out compared to the United States. We don't appreciate the smoke, Canada, all right? So they need to step up their firefighting game, all right? Hopefully we're sending them help. But you can see, yeah, these fires are still going quite a bit. And I'm actually going to want to take a look at... I should not have closed that up because I want to actually look at the loop. I know this seems to be this is the main weather story of these fires that keep going, but they really do need to... I don't know if they have any airplanes or something, but they need to get these fires out, all right, because they're really bad for the air quality. It's not good for people to be breathing this smoke in. So let's go. We'll start with the Great Lakes area first, see if we can see these fires up there. I'll probably have to move this back a little bit. Let's see if you can see the fires up here. It does not look like it. Yeah, they're burning north of where this... You can see severe thunderstorms popping up over the Great Lakes quite a bit over here. Unfortunately, the rain from those is going to be south of where those fires are burning. Pacific Northwest, let's see. We can see the ones burning in... nope. Yeah, that's really... don't really have any good Canada views here. I mean, all we have is Canada. And this is the Canada view right here. And that's it, so can't help you. The MODIS satellite is going to be the best, I think, unless right now. But you can see the fires going right here. I wish they would just have a close-up in this area here. I mean, you might be able to zoom in, I guess. let's see if we can zoom. I don't know if we can. I don't think we can zoom in. So, anyway, you can see all the smoke, and still plenty of smoke here from British Columbia, too, in this area right here. I'm seeing if we can get maybe Northern Rockies, maybe. Maybe that one will give us a view of some of those fires. Maybe this one will. You can see there's a lot of wildfire smoke, though. Bottom line is there's still a lot of people dealing with smoke right now. I know I've spent like 5 minutes on it. Let's go to the temperatures right now. We'll talk about the fact it's more comfortable outside. All right, and then we'll get to the smoke forecast later on. So let's get to the dew points here. You notice the dew points are lower. If they would load, that would be absolutely awesome. I just got the spinning circle here. Nothing is happening. Now it shows up. All right, so you can see dew points are generally upper 50s, mid 60s, so comfortable. Low humidity today. Dew points are risen a little bit because we have more of a south flow, but we had a north flow, the north-northeast flow most of the day. If we were to look at Farmingdale, right now they're 71 with a dew point of 65, and if we look at Farmingdale's observations, you will see here that we had north to northeast winds, and then in the evening they started shifting to the south. But throughout the day, dew points are fairly low. But we did have a lot of cloud cover around, and again, a lot of the cumulus and then haze, too, we had that got better as the day went on into the evening. Air quality improved. You can see dew points definitely in the more comfortable range, definitely less humid for us here on Long Island, a lot less humid for us, and the same thing would be for islip, too. We'll look at islip, too, and you'll see here that 71 degree. Let's see, right now 71 with a dew point of 66. Very comfortable, pleasant night out. And again, they had the north winds, and then they shifted to the southeast. Comfortable dew points throughout the day. And it was nice to really get a break from the humidity today. The humidity will start climbing back up tomorrow, but it won't be all that hot. Let's go see what it is in Jersey, because I have a feeling that New Jersey is not seeing the kind of relief that we're seeing when it comes to dew points. So let's go to Lakehurst. So 71 with a dew point of 65. Okay. Not quite as comfy there, but still less humid. And they're still, unfortunately, like I said, they're still dealing with that smoke off to the south. So let's take a look and see what the high temperatures were for the day. And generally, yeah, low 80s across the island. 82 at Farmingdale, 81 at Islip, 82 at Shirley, 81 at West Hampton. And fairly uniform across the area, though it was a little hotter in Newark, of course, and of course Jersey, generally Toms River 82. So same kind of deal. It's a shame that Ocean County Airport does not work. It's a shame because I want to get some more numbers from that area. So let's look at some weather stations across areas. Show you the low humidity that we got. Lower humidity temperatures at 73. I mean, that's a pleasant temperature for an evening. Really nice evening to be outside, and I'm glad I did spend some time outside this evening because it was really nice. Let's take a look. See what we got. So the high was 82, 82.8, almost 83. And you can see when that wind shift happened from the north, when we had a north to northeast wind, and then it became southerly to southeasterly, that the dew points did go up, but it's still not enough to be considered, especially when the temperatures drop into the 70s. It's fairly comfortable out, not bad at all. Let's compare this to what they were dealing with in Jersey, because I have a feeling it was significantly more uncomfortable there. With these backdoor fronts, they usually have trouble making it down into the Toms River area. So let's see. Right now, though, not a bad night. It's 70 there, so it's not too bad. 69.4 actually. So actually, they may have. Let's see. They were not all that much hotter today. They were more humid though. They definitely had more humidity. But right now, conditions are fairly similar there as to here. So let's go look at we have coming our way, and I guess the first thing we'll get to is the smoke. I guess let's do the smoke situation. Let's do the smoke right now. So we're going to do the vertically integrated smoke loop. Hopefully this is the 0Z. 0Z, let's see what it said. 0Z. Yeah, 0Z HRRR. So you get an idea of what this is going to do as we head into. So you see we got a little break from the smoke. Tomorrow it looks like, unfortunately, that it will be coming back and that we're going to be dealing with a little more smoke again before things get better. And you have to wait until this area gets in. That's behind this cold front. Worst of the smoke seems to be going into a real dense area here. Seems to be going into Minnesota and Wisconsin. And maybe Iowa too. But it seems like it's just diving straight south. And this push of clean air will hopefully clear this smoke out by the time we get to Friday. So let's go talk about what's going on right now into the west. We're going to go look at the radar, and because we got these bad storms, you can see these are some pretty nasty storms over here, and this is what's causing severe weather risk for tomorrow as this system eventually moves toward our direction. However, it will significantly weaken. Right now, no activity over our area whatsoever. However, we do have to watch out for the severe weather risk. So let's go right now to the SPC, and you will see here that if we look at the convective outlook, let's get this day one convective outlook. You can see, look at that moderate risk over the Great Lakes. So there's a pretty good chance for our area, nothing for today. But let's go and look at tomorrow because I have a feeling tomorrow it's going to be a little more active. And you can see it's got the slight risk mainly to the west and the south. So much more of a chance in New Jersey to see, probably because it's going to be hotter there. And we are in a marginal risk, but there's still that risk for severe thunderstorms with this strong cold front that's going to be coming in and destabilizing things, so to speak, as we get into tomorrow. Although we will have that marine air in place that will help us somewhat. So let's go look at the models and show you what's going to happen again as we head through tomorrow. And we'll first start with the CONUS, the national view here. And you'll see that front that is going to be approaching and then moving through Friday morning. And then a low develops just to our east. This might add a little instability Friday afternoon. But we got the squeeze play with the low and the high. That's going to bring in some cool, hopefully clean air from Canada. This high builds in, gives us a nice weekend. And then we have the next system that might develop across our area as we head into next week. And you can see we've got a trough here, and we've got some coastal storms that might wind up riding along it as we get into next week. And then the ridge from hell eventually returns for a little bit before it brings another high in. But, of course, that is the long range. I'm not going to be too concerned about what the long range says, because a lot of the times it's just 50% chance it'll even be close to being right. Let's go to the HRRR model right now, and let's go to the 0Z run with the HRRR, and we'll see how this moves this storm system along. You could see these really severe storms moving in from the Great Lakes, and then some breakaway activity, heat of the day activity that might occur over the morning, maybe late morning hours over Jersey. Then we have other heat of the day pop-up showers and thunderstorms that develop inland, mostly not over Long Island, mostly the inland areas to the north and the west of New York City. And this is in the afternoon, and then this front would come in around the line, whatever this line would come in around 7, 8 o'clock. And according to this, it looks like it has the heaviest stuff staying to the south, and the really strong, severe thunderstorms would be over New Jersey. And you can see it's showing some bowing. So this could be some pretty nasty thunderstorms for New Jersey. And then after that clears out, we have just a scattered activity to deal with. And like I said, you have this low that's going to be pulling into New England that's going to be giving us a brisk northwest wind. And maybe, I think the scattered shower, at least the HRRR seems to think that most of that activity would be more of a problem over northern New England for Friday. So Friday would be a much nicer day. Let's go look at the dew points now, because this also tells the story of what's going to be happening. So dew points start coming up tonight. South winds. You'll start feeling a little more humidity tomorrow. It won't be terrible amounts of humidity, but you'll definitely feel a little more humid than it is tonight. Slightly more humid, but not terribly humid. But there will be a pretty strong south to southeasterly flow, which means Long Island should get a decent sea breeze and avoid being too hot. But over Jersey, it'll be hotter, and that's more fuel for the storms. You can clearly see this front coming through, wind shifting to the northwest Friday morning, and then the dew points dropping, especially as you get into the afternoon on Friday with northwest winds, and that'll take us into Saturday with some really beautiful weather as well. Let's go to the temperatures now, because this will also tell the story. I have a feeling we're going to have a huge range in temperatures tomorrow. Well, it doesn't seem to have much heat in Jersey. Most of the heat is confined just to the confined more over the real heart of the mid-Atlantic, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets like low 80s for Toms River and the Ocean County and much of New Jersey. But for Long Island, I think we avoid any 80-degree ratings. According to this, with that strong southerly flow, we'll be in the upper 70s probably for highs. And then by Friday, we have northwest winds, temperatures in the low 80s. With that air mass, that nice, hopefully nice clear air mass that'll move in and give us a nice day later Friday and especially Saturday. Here's the GFS showing you that highs on Saturday are only going to be in the mid 70s, and when you look at the dew points, you'll see dew points only in the 40s. So very comfortable air that will be moving in, and the dew points stay fairly low. They don't start really rising until maybe as you get towards Sunday night into Monday, but then it's brief. But we'll get into next week. We'll talk about that when we get to the weekend. Let's go look at... Got to take one thing at a time because there's so many... I mean, it's not like there's so much going on, but, you know, I don't like harping. Some people like to just talk a lot about the long range, and so much can change before we get there. So you know, I like to keep... I think, you know, you put on TV, they have a forecast for 10 days. You cannot accurately predict the weather 10 days ahead. All right? I think 5 is like the max you can go, so... Roughly 5 days from now takes us to Sunday, and I don't want to really go past there. Let's go look at the skies. I guess we'll look at that. Cloud cover. Obviously, for tomorrow, we'll have some cloud cover. At least the GFS seems to think so. Friday, we start with cloud cover, then mostly sunny in the afternoon. Saturday should be a really nice day. Plenty of sunshine, and hopefully some nice blue skies. And I think Sunday we'd see more in the way of cloud cover. Let me go to the NAM right now. Well, actually, let me go to the RGEM right now. And we'll look at the cloud cover for tomorrow in the RGEM. You could see some a good amount of cloud cover for tomorrow, the RGEM seems to think. We have a divergence in the models. When I go to the NAM seems to have less cloud cover, which is interesting. But I think a lot of cirrus mid-level clouds tomorrow. And, of course, the cooler marine flow would have a tendency to inhibit thunderstorm activity over Long Island because it's just more stable. For Friday, we start with clouds in the morning, and then we're mostly sunny later on. And then Saturday, we are mostly sunny as well. And, again, this doesn't predict the smoke, but hopefully maybe we can get rid of it this time. Now, let's go to the NAM because the NAM has some differences that I want to talk about. So, let's go to the NAM. You see... the NAM's now banking on more clouds, but earlier run seemed to have less clouds around, but there was some sunshine out there, some filtered sunshine, and the more clouds roll in for your Tuesday, for your evening, and obviously with those storms, which we're going to look at. For Friday, the NAM clears us out, and does seem to have a few more clouds around, and then Saturday is probably the best day, but Friday will be the second best day, I think, of the next 5 days or so. So now let's go look at what the NAM does as far as thunderstorms and stuff like that. So I'm going to use this plot. So it looks fairly similar to the HRRR, and it really doesn't have... it looks fairly similar until you get to the evening where the NAM doesn't even develop a really defined line, and it just has like spots of strong to severe thunderstorms, perhaps. There's one that's south of New York City, but the NAM does not look nearly as impressive as the HRRR as far as that goes. So let me look at another model, and we'll use this for parameters, obviously, for thunderstorms as well, because we can look at the Cape HRRR prediction on Ventus sky. So let me take this into tomorrow, and we'll start with 11 a.m. And you'll see not really a whole lot of Cape, fairly stable atmosphere with that strong southerly flow. We're still continuing with a stable atmosphere over Long Island. You can see instability off to the west. We get to 5 o'clock, and you can see that instability mainly off to the west with some pretty strong thunderstorms. Again, that if you're in New Jersey, you have a much better chance of getting a good thunderstorm or a severe thunderstorm than we are. 8 o'clock, it does start getting closer to the city, but these levels are not great for severe thunderstorms at all for our area. We can also look at the lifted index, which is another measure. And, of course, lifted index is favorable, but the CAPE is the main tool that we use to predict severe thunderstorms, and most of that CAPE just seems to want to stay off to the west. But we are close enough to it, the further west you are, especially in Nassau County, that you may get to see some strong, maybe even severe thunderstorms. But we'll have to see what the Storm Prediction Center has. Obviously, I think the best chances for severe weather is going to be over New Jersey compared to Long Island. I think New Jersey will see a good chance for some severe weather. Let me go to the earthnullschool.website, and we are just going to look at the air quality again. A couple of things I want to look at here. Let's first look at chemicals, and I want to actually, there's other gases that these fires produce, and it's carbon monoxide, and you can see how the carbon monoxide has been elevated over our area. You can see that high carbon monoxide, especially over New Jersey, actually. If I go back a little bit here, this was, I guess, this morning, but you can see elevated. We take this into tomorrow, and you can see the numbers. Tomorrow is similar with the air quality. Again, worse air quality over New Jersey, but I'm going to move this along. And you can see when we get to Friday, it clears things out, and you can see the wind flow. Well, it does, but this is 7:31. Okay, so tomorrow's the 29th. Friday's the 30th, 31. This would be Friday night. And this is really high, so that's a little bit of a concern there. At night, I don't know why it jacks it up. And again, this is carbon monoxide. This is a carbon monoxide forecast, which probably isn't all that accurate. So let me move this back up to. Let's go to the smoke, because that's the one that we're really getting affected by right now. So let me move this back up over here. Particles, PM 2.5. Okay, so again, this is the European, so this is a different model that we're using. This is looking at tomorrow. So right now it's saying the smoke won't be too bad tomorrow. Let me go into Friday here, and it looks like Friday it really does clear that smoke out, especially toward the afternoon. And let's see, and I think we can keep the smoke away for Saturday as well. So hopefully we get a break from the smoke those 2 days. A break from the smoke, some blue skies would really be nice. We got a little taste of it late this afternoon and evening, and hopefully we can get it for once, because, like I said, the smoke is it's not good. Everybody's so running around like their heads were cut off over this virus, but this smoke is actually causing a lot of health problems too, and nobody really seems to want to address it. It's not good to be breathing it in. It emits gas. Carbon monoxide, combustion of things is not good to breathe air that is like this. Even if it is mainly trees and vegetation burning, it's still not good to breathe it in. But right now, the more urgent thing is the severe weather threat for tomorrow. Again, we'll have to look and see what's going to happen tomorrow with that. But right now, it does look like the best areas where the severe weather will be is going to be to our west again. So let me go back to Ventus Sky one more time here, if it'll work. Again, because this is you can see the map right here, and you can see that marginal risk over New Jersey. But Long Island, I'm sorry, you can see the slight risk over New Jersey, but Long Island is just in that marginal risk. So the main risk area is to the south and the west of us when you look at this. And Ventus Sky appears to have gone down. So looks like it's not working anymore. So I guess that's going to wrap up this weather update. And again, this is the statement from the Weather Service over the possibility of severe weather for tomorrow. And again, it's mainly over New Jersey that this threat is going to be. But we'll have to see what happens. We've been surprised before. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.